Welcome back to episode 2 of a certain magical railgun. Now I know you probably didn't need too much persuasion to be here. Ultimately it's just down to, well, what is Misaka going to do now, what kind of troubles are going to crop up, and how dangerous and dark they're going to be. But it's going to be fine as long as she has her little frog charm. And so I'd like to delve into these characters a bit more, see what makes them tick, see what they actually are about. And well, just enjoy the story. So let's go. Does she always have to be running somewhere? I think the answer to that would be yes. I see now. It all runs in conjunction with Thomas' storyline. Is it natural for her to just start shooting lightning at everyone she meets? Let's completely ignore the destroyed alleyway. Good thing it's out of sight and out of mind, not in the middle of the street. Are we... I know there are other seasons of this, I guess. I can't remember how many different side stories there are though. Thomas not even given a face anymore. He's not the main focus, no one needs to care about him. Do the people of this town, or city, or whatever, do they get do they get grants to use their abilities and whatnot for the benefit of the town, like with the judgment? Because that might be one way to stop anyone from turning to certain crimes. Yeah, you're too young to be drinking, so have some lemonade and a glass of a cherry instead. She's about to get... That's why you should always check beforehand. I mean, how often does she pull these stunts? I'm guessing a lot. It's almost off-putting how obsessed she is. Hopefully it's a bit bigger than... Oh my god. Her imagination when it comes to those two are... Where did they get the glasses? Just leave her be. She's not fine, but there's not much that can be done about it. Now, yes, exploring, going through people's belongings and whatnot, and being annoying like that is kind of natural, I guess. Mm-hmm. Is it just going to become almost where she's holding up nothing? Well, she's prepared for any situation. That's one way to get back to level 0, but still. Are all girls' schools like this? Nah. No. I mean, who else did you really think they are? It's got a stupid little frog-looking design on it. They're trying to get real friendly with Misaka and whatnot. We've never really been told about their parents and whatnot. No, she hasn't had to have that kind of etiquette training. So it is just your application of how to use your abilities is what bumps you up in the power rating. What have you found now? That's what she's found. This is enough to be presented in evidences in court. Now she's playing the guilt trip. Nope. Yeah, that's the anniversary that she was thinking of. The longer she sulks and pouts in the corner, the less time she's having with her beloved One Summer. It's kind of hard to have a conversation with that in the corner. I'm sure she'll bounce back any second, though. It's only been that long. And how does Misaka feel about it? Is it really that big of a deal? Maybe it's the 1-month anniversary of Misaka's pain and imprisonment with her here. It wouldn't be surprising at all for her to have forced her way in here and kicked out the previous roommate and whatnot. It could have been so much worse. They could sell computer parts. And if her plans had gone to, well, to plan, where would these aphrodisiacs come into it? Do you have to pay for that door? This is just a daily routine at this point. Hide. Quick, put on the act. Try and ingratiate yourself. Oh no. The extenuating circumstances that she's a pervert. That was the end of her. Efficient. It would definitely make people think twice about breaking the rules. How often do you need to clean pools like? Because I don't think, obviously, in Britain we don't really have pools, not to a great extent at least. So I've never had to clean one. Of course you'd find a way of enjoying this situation. You had to put it like that. Yes, she did. Whenever she's putting on a sweet voice like that, you know there's going to be something bad happening. No thanks, I brought my own. How could you drink computer parts? That's just confusing. Do you want to tell them exactly why? So you need to start cleaning quicker so that they can get back to the swimming. Really? And I'm not going to remember those names. I see her fame precedes her. She saved so many, she couldn't remember each and every one of them. Is she now going to get jealous that they're having such a nice conversation? She's going to be tossed by the wayside. The poor obsessive stalker. Is this one spiked with anything? Seriously. Maybe because they haven't set themselves out to be... completely lascivious. Just... I'm sure she's actually enjoying all of the failed attempts and the physical contact that emanate from it. Can't you just tone it down? Not by 10 or 20%, but by a factor of 400. Depending on how well she can control that, that'd be kind of useful. Is she going to have any time for actual introspection? Words are difficult for the time being. Hopefully she actually thinks about her actions which led up to this point. She's fine. She is completely listening. What are you doing right now? Do you want to open that can of worms? Cool. It's good you finally understand that. If you've got time to cry, you've got time to clean. So what, they were actually planning something all along? Despite being a bit too attached and excitable, she's not a bad girl. Flashback sequence in episode 2. And how much of this is actually completely accurate and not and not a faded memory, because, well, we don't really remember things 100%, so... I thought she was about to just teleport over there rather than walk. No. That's so gaudy. Ugh. You're going to kill her with these words? I don't think she... Don't take it! It's a trap! Now we'll get to find out what exactly she did put in them. Or in it. Hopefully not tranquilizers as well. That wasn't a good idea, was it? Well, it looks like that store is going to get some good reviews. Yeah, you're already this far in. Of course you did. Good shot! How does her power work? Does she have to go... How? Does she have to go into the area herself? Or can she just teleport things out by will? Ah. That would be why she is so happy. I think they've stopped cleaning a while ago. So, your view on Misaka, yeah. Has that changed? I mean, who else is going to enjoy being shocked like that on a probably regular basis? We didn't really face any sort of hardships in this episode. It was just... Let's just see how obsessive and... I can't really think what the word would be, but unreasonably upset at normal conversations that one can be. I do hope that her character actually grows throughout this and doesn't stay so attached. Because at the minute she does seem slightly one note. Ah. You can't damage her pretty little headdress. That's unfair. Find your own flowers. How often does she do that she loves me not thing when it comes to Misaka? I'm surprised there aren't petals strewn about the entire place. Actually, don't give her ideas. Now, I know they're trying to ease us into it slowly, but did we need the entire episode to be focused around this one little... Well, it's not really little... story beat? If nothing else, we know that she comes truly prepared for any situation. As long as those situations involve choosing the correct underwear. And let's face it, there's quite a few of those, isn't there? And so if you want to stay completely infatuated and attached, join me again for another episode. But if you've still managed to retain some faculties, leave a like and a comment down below. You can subscribe if you want. I'm not sure if I actually want it after this one, but still. Get some rest. Join me for the next one. If I find any of you hanging around outside my house, or even, God forbid, inside, I'm not going to be best pleased. However, if you show your appreciation through my Patreon, maybe we can work something out. So, to Sal, Railgun, Electric Ant, Denman927, Shiwan, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Dark Show, 7899, Mats, and everyone else, I really have to thank you for, well, at least respecting my personal space.